In this video, we will be discussing an overview of composite solids. If you'd like to follow along with this video, please open the file compositesolids.overview.dwg located in the Working Files folder as discussed in the Working with this dataset video. You create composite solid models by combining multiple solid objects into a new single model. With an understanding of the characteristics of composite solids and how they're created, you can create your designs more quickly using more basic building block shapes. In many cases, you'll be able to create complex models from basic solid primitive shapes. To create a composite solid, you combine two or more solids into a single model using something called Boolean operations. The Boolean operations are located in the Home tab, Solid Editing panel, and then we have the following Boolean operations. The union operation joins multiple solid models into a single solid model. The subtract operation removes the intersecting material of one or more solid models from another solid model. And lastly, the intersect operation creates a new model based on the volume of intersecting material of multiple solid models. Now, when you create a composite solid, its properties are directly impacted by the layer and color property setting of the solid models selected for its creation. So when you do a Boolean operation, the resulting composite solid resides on the layer of the first selected solid and maintains any property overrides that the solid has. If the other selected solids have their color set to bilayer, then the faces from those solids display with the same color as the layer of the first selected solid. However, if any of the solid models you select after the first solid model have specific colors defined, that is something other than bilayer, then the faces on the composite solid created from those solids continue to display their original color. Let's look at an example of this operation. Firstly, let's look in our drawing and notice some of the examples we have here. We have the initial creation of these solid models and then the final creation of it using composite solid modeling. The same thing here. We have a cylinder here, along with a solid that was created from a 2D profile, and this other one that was created from a 2D profile, and then we have a box object here, and here's the completed composite solid. Now, as far as the properties go, let's just look at an example of how this works. So we'll just quickly go through the union operation and select this object first and this object next, and watch what happens to the properties of the composite model. Notice how it takes on the properties of the first object or solid we selected. Now let's go ahead and select this solid model and navigate to the properties palette, and let's change it to red. Now watch what happens when we do a subtract command with this object first, press enter, this object next, press enter, and as you can see, the solid faces take on the original object's properties that were defined by it. There is a way to change this afterwards, and we will discuss this in a future video.